the 7-second delay.
Welcome back, everyone. My next guest, I'm so excited, is in here. He's been on my show now for over 10 years. I have Doc, and he is the owner of Hypnotic1. I called Doc. I said, Doc, I'd love for you to come on down today. And he said, I'd love to. And he brought somebody with him. So, Doc, tell everybody a little bit about yourself, what you do. You've been helping a lot of people out there, and you've got a little guest with you today.
Well, you know what? I help people get to better health, wealth, and happiness, to get their dreams to come true. People might walk in my door and say, what do you do in here? And I says, I help people get their dreams to come into a reality. It's not I want to quit smoking or drinking or get off drugs or whatever. It's putting them in control of their life instead of being controlled by it.
Now, who did you bring with you today?
Well, this is Herb. Now, Herb come in and saw me, first time was about a month ago. And he come in, he says, hey, you know what? I've heard you around. I need to quit drinking. So I says, we can do that, but I'm not going to take it away from you. You're going to have to throw it away whenever you're right. So Herb, you know what, without me doing all the talking, why don't you say what happened and how I helped you if I did?
So welcome to the show, Herb. Come on up on the mic.
Thank you. Thank you
and
for having
explain
me.
before you just say what you did. Hold on one second, okay? I just want to ask you how long have you been drinking? I mean, talk a little bit about you and how you got to Doc.
My drinking was a typical story. Experimented when I was a young kid, and beer and whiskey and whatever.
Mine was gin, but go ahead.
And gin and tonics
Right.
were one of my favorites. So, just a little bit of history. My dad was an alcoholic, and that's basically what killed him. And I swore that I was not going to be that person. So it took me a long time to get to find Doc, and I had finally made up my mind, and I saw the ad in one of the weekly papers. I called him up, and we had a good talk right in the beginning, and I was ready, and he asked me why I came to see him, and I told him why, about the drinking, and I kind of verified his methods. I had told him that hypnotism had helped me quit smoking 12 and a half years ago. I have never wanted one or touched one, and even people smoking around me, it doesn't bother me. So I guess I'm the success story of the day, because it has been about 5.5 weeks, and I have not even wanted a drink, let alone had a drink.
And your wife still drinks.
My wife still drinks, and that's fine. Everyone's that's a decision that someone has to make for themselves.
Right. Now, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Number one. And what I want to know, because Doc had mentioned, and he says this all the time on the show, how he doesn't take anything away from people. So, because that right away, when somebody takes it, what do you think you want? You want it, right? So, when you went into Doc's office, you had the experience of sitting down and finding out, obviously, what true hypnosis was. You experienced it before, so you kind of knew in it already. But what had happened how long did it take for you to say, did you right away stop drinking, or did you kind of about 2 weeks into it, when did you stop on your own?
The day Doc, I think, refers to it as Freedom Day. I had already made up my mind that I was going to quit drinking, but I knew I needed a little assistance. And although AA has done wonderful things for many people, I knew that wasn't my route. So I knew Doc could help me. And it was, we had our meeting one day, and I came back the next day, and bam.
That's awesome. I love it.
And the thing is you know what? Herb's got a great positive sense of attitude. And I says, what else can we work on? And he says, well, I like to play golf. Well, the thing is we didn't focus that much on the alcohol because, hey, he's broken that habit. He's moving forward. Now he's working on his golf game. Tell us what you told me this morning in our session about your golf game. What's happening with it?
Well, it's I would consider myself slightly better than average golfer. I win money once in a while, not a lot, but just enough to make me happy. So I had mentioned that my wife, who also plays golf, mentioned last night that I've been much more cool, calm, and collected, to borrow your phrase. And I used to be a little angry, I guess, if I made a bad shot.
I know a lot of people that get angry when they have a bad shot.
Beating myself up and letting that carry forward, and just not a good experience. And now I'm more forgiving of myself, especially when it comes to the golf game.
I love that you also brought a man in here, and I have to say that because we think of people, women usually resonate with something like hypnosis and all of that, and it's cool that you had already had it.
That used to be years ago.
But not anymore.
Not
Look
anymore.
at this.
Most of my clients are actually guys because they want to change some things in their life, which makes their wife happy too. He was telling me this morning that his wife is happier with him without drinking, even though she was scared for a while because she lost her drinking buddy.
Uh-huh.
But the thing is, he's still there, and now he's a designated driver if they get to go out. But he's
It's a win-win situation.
yeah, and he's in control of his life instead of being controlled by alcohol or things of the past.
Right.
And the thing is, as he told me this morning in our session, the golf has become a little bit more fun because you're winning more. You're taking a couple strokes off your game. What'd you take, 2 or 3 strokes off your game on an average in just a month? And I'm not a golf coach. I don't go out there and hit the ball with him. No. Golf is the easiest game to learn, but it's the hardest one to master. And sooner or later, every great golfer, if you want to become great or even better you are, you got to realize that you are your own competitor. It's just like when I was a fighter. You know what? You train a lot of the times all by yourself and get your mindset to working for it because golf is a mental game. Anybody can hit the ball, but it's a mental game. What happens in your mind when you hit it the wrong way or hit it out and you have a bad shot? Because everybody hits a good shot every once in a while. But what happens to their mindset when they hit a bad shot? See, that's what you got to get over and move forward on, and that's what he's done really great on.
Well, you say that golf is a mind game, right?
It is.
But you know what? Life is a
So
mind
is
game
life.
too.
You know
It really
what?
is.
When you can break an addiction, and somebody can say, "Well, you know what? My slice in my golf game is an addiction." Yes, it is. So let's change how we think. We change our mindset, and we become that coach and a trainer for our own self and our own teammate.
Now you had the 1-hour consultation with Doc. Did he give you the little MP3 that you took home as well?
No, because we put him right on a program.
Oh, right away. Okay,
So
but you
give him
do
the
offer.
CDs, the booklet, and everything else because he was bound and determined. He was moving forward.
He was already ready. Now, but you do offer that. You have a
Mm-hmm.
98% success rate, but it's a customized program to meet their
Every
needs.
time he comes in, I change it around because I ask him, what do you need to work on today for this week? And that's what we do.
Tell them, everybody, what you mean by that you won't let them fail.
How can you fail if you got a coach and a trainer and a teammate with you all the time? So the thing is you know what, tomorrow might be different for him, or next month, or next year. Hey, you can always call me back up and say, Doc, this has happened, I need to see you, I need a tune-up. How much is it? It's free.
You can call him direct at 602-547-0446. Check him out on his website. It's hypnotic1.com. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, I want to talk further, especially about your experience. I think it's awesome that you're here. So welcome here and congratulations again. We're going to go to a break. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's someone that you know that might need something like this. Doc has been doing this for over 30 years that he'd been doing it. And my show, he's helped so many people. Check him out on his website. It's hypnotic1.com or 602-547-0446.
Did you forget to do that?
That's okay. It's okay. We got the other one going.
Oh.
So Facebook, we're having it. It did again.
They got a favor to ask Doc. If you could just try and refrain from hitting on the table.
Yeah, we're
Oh.
hitting the
It's
table
kind of going out
today.
over there. I know it's tough, but if you just, thank you.
We're hitting on that table today.
Yeah.
Oh, as I put this down.
Yeah, but I've got the GoPro going over there, so you're okay.
Do you want me to restart this, or?
Yeah, you might as well, if you can. Okay. So what, for you, when you came in, obviously you were ready, you were ready basically before you came in, you knew what you wanted. And you had experienced hypnosis from someone else,
Yes.
right? What was the difference? Do you find it completely different?
Well, that was a one-time deal,
Uh-huh.
but Doc is much more in depth and it just doesn't, not just
That was done here too, or in another, where did you do that?
in Phoenix.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Well, Doc has been, what makes him
I don't-
different? What makes
See,
him
I don't
different?
like them one-shot wonders. You do it one thing and go on, because you don't know if they really responded to it 100%. So the thing is we usually learn things gradually. Yeah, you can change like that, but then you got to learn how to keep that motivation, keep going in that direction. And that's what's so important.
Right.
That a lot of the hypnotists out there just don't do, and a lot of the therapists don't do.
Right. Well, do you want to keep on going with him?
Sure.
Yeah, okay, good. I'm gonna let you just talk away.
I'm gonna let him talk over.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
I'll ask you a few questions and just,
Okay.
like I say, just talk from the heart. What do you want to, what would you like to tell people?
That it works.
No, you worked. It was just a tool.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we all have the tool, we just don't know how to use it. Or we have a brain here, like you say, a lot, which is that he changed the programming up here
Yeah.
to think differently.
The
First,
mindset.
educate and motivate. And the thing is, there's a lot of golfers out there that's fantastic, but they have that bad day. Why? Because they get one shot or one thought in their mind to get them off track, on how to focus. So the thing is, always stay focused. And how quickly you come from being unfocused to focused again, that's a secret.
I didn't hear what you said. Yeah, we know. Here we go. So welcome back, everyone. We're talking with Doc from Hypnotic1. He's the owner of Hypnotic1. Has helped so many people out there. Today he brought he brought in one of his clients today, and I am so glad that you're here, and I'm excited for you. Doc, ask him some questions that you want him to.
Well, as we was talking in the break, he had already been to a hypnotist and quit smoking, so he knows it worked. But tell him what was different with me than with the other hypnotist.
Well, it was much more in depth, number one. Covered I guess the main thing was something that wasn't addressed the first time with the other hypnotist, was that one of the major keys to being successful with whatever endeavor is to change your mindset. That was number one. And specifically to think that I'm not being deprived of something, I am gaining something by, in my case, quitting alcohol.
Yeah, you didn't quit it. You threw it away. You're free of it now. And it
Yes.
feels so good to be free of everything that's standing between you and success. And an addiction of any kind is something that you do, you shouldn't do, but you keep doing it, and it gets in your way. And I train people to say, whatever's between you and your success, let's get rid of it. And all of a sudden, it's out of here. And the thing is to start focusing on what you do want instead of what you don't want. Otherwise, the thing is his spouse still drinks. It doesn't get him to drink again. It's like when I have smokers come in. One spouse wants to smoke, the other one doesn't. It doesn't matter. So all of a sudden, the one becomes very, very strong. And as Herb was saying this morning, she's even cut down on her drinking. So the thing is all of a sudden, when you change, the people around you start to change too. You won't have to tell them to change, but they'll automatically start changing. So every habit is learned the same way. Spaced repetition. You do it over and over again. It becomes a habit where you don't have to think about it. And if you're around somebody that's got bad habits, guess what? You pick them up too. But all of a sudden you start being around the person that's got great habits and good habits and beneficial, healthy ones.
You pick those up,
You
which
pick
is
those
great.
up too. So the thing is you be a leader, you be the mentor, and all of a sudden it's a cycle that they automatically, instead of sabotaging you, they automatically promote you.
Now, Doc's number is 602-547-0446. Call him and leave a message. Tell him what's going on, and it doesn't matter what it is. Alcohol, smoking, weight loss, those are just little of the things that he can do. Everything, drugs on up to you want to earn more money. You want to be a better golfer. You want to be a better gambler. We've talked about that. You know, you want to go to the dentist and not have to use, I mean, there's a million things that he can help you with. And he's done it all. Believe me, I've known him for a long time now.
And I'm going to ask her one more time about that golf game, because there's a lot of golfers out there and they buy a new club and they buy a whole bunch of clubs. They get a new ball. They get all these little tricks and things, but they don't do the right thing. They might even take lessons. But the thing is when they have that bad shot, and every once in a while they will have a bad shot, how do you get over that? How do you get back on? So what have you done to change when you come up and address the ball?
Well, I go through my usual routine. I picture the shot, and the result that I want, down to very specific points, like exactly where I want that ball to land. And I have a positive attitude. In other words, and just a sidebar, Doc has also helped me eliminate negative words. Don't, can't, won't. That's the death of a golfer. If he says, don't hit it in the water, that's exactly where it's going to go.
So when you're playing with somebody else, just say, hey, don't forget, don't hit it in the water. You know what? You can mess with their mind, but the thing is it's very simple. Whatever you're thinking comes out in your speech, and when it comes out in your speech, it's going to come out in your actions. And the thing is, like I say, everybody's going to have a less than perfect shot, a less than a good shot. It's how you get over that. What is your thinking? What's your mindset? And that's so important for golfers or ball players or anything. They always say, shake it off. Well, the thing is, instead of just shaking it off, you've got to replace that thought with a positive thought. And it's behind you. You're going on for that next great shot.
You got to call him. The phone number, 602-547-0446. Tell everybody what this is. We've talked
that
about
thing
it.
sitting on your shoulders, that's an electrochemical organic computer. Just like the computer on your desk, it can get a virus in it. That virus might say, you know what, every time I come to this hole in the golf course, I always put it in the water. I don't know why. I always put it in the water. And guess what? Why be surprised? It goes in the water. So we reprogram that. Get that virus out of there. When the person's a smoker, they have a smoking attitude. Get rid of that attitude, and we show you how to do it so simply and so easily. You never want to go back to it, and all of a sudden, maybe you want to get a better tennis game. All of a sudden, you may want to stop smoking and drinking. The thing is so simple and so easy, but most people tell me what they don't want. I need you to tell me what you do want. That's what we need to put your mind on. So the thing is, I change your mindset. I'm not the coach that goes out on your golf course with you or on the basketball court with you. No, I can watch you and I can tell you what you're doing wrong. But the biggest thing is your mindset.
Your mindset. And let me tell you what everybody says that have been listening and call, and they wait and call, and they're procrastinators. He can help you with that too. But honestly, they all say the same thing. Why didn't I do this sooner? Because it was so easy. They couldn't believe how easy it was. Would you say the same thing?
I would concur 100%.
See, unbelievable. And for you people out there who listen to the show over and over and over, don't wait, don't procrastinate. give him a call and leave him a message. He'll tell you exactly how he can help you. And in most cases, you've been in their shoes as well. You used to be a smoker. You've done that too.
That's simple. I used to be a heavy drinker. Used to be a heavy smoker. 4-pack of non-filtered Camels a day. Yeah. And the thing, a procrastinator. The thing is what do you want in life? And what is your goal? And what's the obstacle standing between you and your goal? How about better communication with your spouse? How about better communication within yourself? How about better communication with your kids so that you get over to them what you really need them to do instead of them kind of shutting mom and dad off? Automatically start speaking on their level.
Now, when you work with people, you give them it's a 1-hour consultation to learn exactly what real, true hypnotherapy is. When we call it therapy, it's not therapy. It's fun. It's a ton of fun. Did you enjoy it?
Yes,
It's motivation. He had a problem with alcohol. You know what? And he also wanted to get his golf game going, so we didn't focus on his alcohol. We just give them a suggestion under hypnosis, but we focused on something that was fun for him, and that's golf. And all of a sudden, he's seeing his golf game improve. All of a sudden, he's seeing the life at home improve because he's more calm, cool, collected, and relaxed.
Sometimes you just change one little thing and everything else just starts to turn better. These are customized programs to meet your needs. He won't let you fail, and it's a lifetime warranty. And what everybody loves too about it is they get the MP3, which you get to take home, and you learn how to do this on your own as well. And everyone loves it, and it will just make you sleep better first off right there. And you'll turn around by the time you get back to them for the second session. You're done. You're ready to go.
And that's the thing is the side effect or the byproduct of all my programs, you sleep better. Because 30 minutes worth of hypnosis is like 3 hours of sleep. I mean, you just relax, you allow your mind to be programmed with positive things. You wake up feeling good, refreshed, and ready to go.
The number to call, 602-547-0446. Check him out. It's Hypnotic, one.com. And we want to stress to people, too, he didn't take anything away from you. He said, as a matter of fact, he probably told you, if I can hear Doc, keep on doing whatever you're doing. I don't want you to take anything away.
That's correct. He gave me freedom.
And that's what I do with all, because just like the smoker, when they come in, I want to quit smoking. I says, are you a quitter? Well, no. That's negative programming. That's why they haven't ever got it. So we change that. I says, you're not a smoker trying to quit. You're a non-smoker that's been forcing yourself to smoke, and now you're going to be free. Otherwise, nobody liked smoking that first cigarette they had or the first pipe. Nobody really liked alcohol the first time they had it. So the thing is, we have them think about that and how nasty and dirty and it feels. And all of a sudden, they don't want to do it. They throw it away.
Now, of other things, one of the biggest things that you help people with is what? Besides, the weight loss.
We put people in control of their life instead of being controlled by it. Otherwise, what would you like to change in your life if I had a magic wand? Write it down. Write that down. Don't tell me what you want to get rid of. Tell me what you want to achieve, and I can show you how to do it. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your background is. I don't care how tough a childhood you had. I don't care how many marriages you had or anything else. I will show you how to overcome your obstacles and achieve it.
602-547-0446, and it literally could be anything from you're dealing with OCD, you're dealing with anger. Right now, a lot of people are dealing with anger issues.
Anger, depression, and anxiety, and all these things, these are all negative. These are keeping you locked down at home. Let's get you up. Let's get you out. Let's get you in control of your life instead of being controlled by it.
Guess what, guys? Change is great.
Change is
great.
great.
Do you feel like it's great?
Yes, it is great.
It is.
Because every time you've ever been successful in life, right before that, you had to change.
You had to change. And you know what? All it does is you have to take the initiative to make that phone call first. That's it.
Remember, change your thinking and your beliefs, and you will change how you react, and you'll change your actions automatically, and you will change your results.
And you will not be sorry. The number to call, 602-547-0446. Check him out. It's Hypnotic, one.com. These are customized programs to meet your needs. Doc has been doing it for well over 30 years, and he's helped many, many people from all over the world, actually. Check him out at 602-547-0446.
You're a winner waiting to happen.